These people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together, they make up the Eggheads, the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten? Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of quiz challengers attempt to beat the greatest quiz team in Britain. They are the Eggheads. Today's fearsome foursome are Pat, Olav, Beth, and Barry, known as the Brain. And we're kind of rebuilding at the moment, aren't we, Eggheads? I can feel a little bit of your mojo coming back.
Yeah, slowly.
Slowly. Hoping to wipe the smiles off the Eggheads' faces today are great minds and all that. Now, this team of friends share a passion for theatre, and the majority of them met at the same theatre studies class in college. Let's meet them.
Hello, I'm Thomas, and I'm a cruise ship entertainment host.
Hi, I'm William, and I'm an architecture and engineering student.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I work in political journalism.
Hi, I'm Harry, and I'm a genetics master's student.
Thomas and team, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
So it was kind of acting, was it, that brought you together, Thomas?
In a sort. Same college, and me and Will were in the exact same drama class, and then we met Sam through a production of Footloose, and being friends as well as that. And it was a critically acclaimed production of Footloose. Lots of laughter in the audience and lots of tears. And not the right moments, unfortunately.
OK, so the acting continued then for all of you, some of you, or none of you?
Oh, no. I'm the only one foolish enough to continue with the acting. Will is in architecture, but in the world of theatre does want to continue.
Yeah, I'd like to go into set design, either on movies or in musical theatre.
Right, well, there's a bit of an architecture thing there. Sam, well, you're in political journalism, right? So you said so that you've got a whole load of drama there.
Well, yeah, and I think acting skills might help a bit as that goes forward too.
And I don't know, Harry, how you went from acting to genetics.
Yeah, it's kind of... acting became my side hobby, and genetics was kind of the career path that I thought to take forward.
All right, well, I hope you do really well. Good luck, challengers. Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challenging team. If they fail to win, we roll the prize money over to the next show. Great minds and all that, the Eggheads have won the last 2 games. They're just about to feel a bit confident again. So there's £3,000 if you stop them. Shall we crack on?
That's great.
Brilliant. The first head-to-head battle is on the subject of sport. So who's this?
I think I'll be taking that one.
OK,
Yep.
Sam on sport. Against which Egghead you can have any of them? Pat, Olav, Beth, Barry.
I really don't know. Maybe Beth.
Go for Beth.
Yeah?
Go for Beth.
Yeah, I'll go with Beth, if that's OK.
Yes, of course, Sam from Great Minds and all that against Beth, one of the great minds of the Eggheads. To ensure there's no conferring, please take your positions in our legendary question room. So, Sam, you've gone on to political journalism.
Yes, I have.
So, I mean, that's the best way to make a living. Where are you working?
So I work for myself currently. Yeah, I've got a... I suppose it's not exactly profitable right now, but I run my own political media site with a friend of mine from university.
Brilliant. And what, looking at the north of England, or the whole country, or the whole world?
Yeah, it's a whole world thing. So we focus on the buzzwords of politics, culture and entertainment and sort of the intersections between them all. I studied international relations at university, so sort of foreign affairs is my area of expertise. But, like, Tom on the team, for example, has contributed some stuff on the cinema industry and stuff like that. So we're looking at looking to build it up from the ground.
Sounds great. Sam, all the best against Beth. 3 multiple-choice questions. Not politics, but sport, I'm afraid. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Sam, which snooker ball is worth 5 points? Green, black or blue?
I know it's definitely not black because that's the highest... it's the highest score, which I believe is 8. If I go by Snooker Loopy by Chaz and Dave, it will be Pot the Red, which is 1, and then yellow, green, brown, blue. So I'll go with blue.
Blue's right, yeah. The highest score is 8, I guess, well, including the red. So
Yes.
Yeah, so 1 red and 7 black, yeah. Blue is 5. Beth, in tennis, which term is used for a legal serve that the opponent doesn't touch, thus winning the point? Volley, ace or smash?
That's an ace.
It's an ace. Back to you. Sam, in the competition called the 100, the Southern Brave cricket team play home matches at which venue? Rose Bowl, the Oval, or Trent Bridge?
I was hoping that a London-based stadium was come up because I thought they were London-based. The Rose Bowl's in Southampton, though, I believe, which it also could be. Trent Bridge is Nottinghamshire, so I would rule that out. My gut instinct says the Oval over the Rose Bowl, so I'll go with the Oval.
It is the Rose Bowl. Where is the Rose Bowl, Eggheads?
Southampton.
Southampton, yeah, as Sam said. Beth, which British football club played in the European Cup final of both 1967 and 1970? Was it Manchester United, Celtic, or Leeds United?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to say Celtic.
Eggheads?
I think so.
Celtic is the right answer. Sam, in 1953, which golfer won the Masters, the Open Championship, and the US Open? 1953. Ben Hogan, Sam Snead, or Bobby Locke?
Yeah, golf is not a strength of mine, is what I'll say. It could be any of these, to my mind. I'll go with Bobby Locke.
Bobby Locke is your answer. Beth, do you know this?
Absolutely not.
1953, it was actually Ben Hogan.
Okay.
Sorry, Sam, no way back for you. Beth has taken the round with 2 correct answers, so come back to us, both of you. Plenty of time for our challenges still. We'll play on in a moment. OK, tricky round that, Tom, for your team. Any change of tactic?
We're now looking at tactics of who we want to eliminate for the final round. So less so building up, you know, who's going to get the knockout, and more so who do we not want to face. However, my faith in Sam will never die. You know, a reference to Jazz and Dave is still in our good books.
OK, good stuff. Well, Sam can still help with advice. Of course, he's still very much on the team. The challengers, though, have lost him from the final. The Eggheads are all still there. We play on with science.
Yeah,
It's got to
Harry,
be.
yeah.
It's got to be.
Got to be our genetics guy.
Genetics
Harry,
master.
against which Egghead? And it can't be Beth.
I'll take on Pat, please.
OK, so Harry from Great Minds and all that, playing Pat from the Eggheads. Please, gentlemen, take your positions. Well, it's good to see a scientist in, Harry, playing science. It doesn't always happen.
No, I feel like I've set myself up for high expectations, and I'm worried I'm not going to meet them now.
But you're doing genetics, so you've definitely got that side of the market cornered.
Yeah, I'm more worried about if like this nature stuff comes up, and I'm thinking about birds and other animals that I can't answer.
What's the key genetics area that you study?
I'm currently doing clinical genetics, so mostly stuff that would be based in hospitals, running those kind of tests.
Interesting, isn't it, Pat?
It certainly is, yes.
You've always taken an interest in science?
I have, yes. I think that's fair.
Yeah, and we notice you have, in the history of Eggheads, lost 5 science rounds. So I'm thinking it might be a weak subject, and then I check and I find the last one you lost was 7 years ago.
Oh, Jeremy, you're setting me up here. I don't stand a chance now.
All right, Harry, do you want to go first or second against the great Pats?
I'll go first, please.
Right, science, your first question, Harry. Which word preceded ZX80 and ZX81 in the name of early home computers of the 1980s? Sugar, Sinclair, or Sony?
Right, OK. I feel like the obvious might be Sony, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Sugar was what I first thought when it came up, so I'm going to go with Sugar.
Sugar as in Alan Sugar?
Potentially.
Yeah. It's funny, I wonder whether I think his company's called Amstrad, but there will have been something similar to this. But it was Sinclair ZX80, Sinclair ZX81. And the person concerned was Egghead? Clive Sinclair, who died relatively recently, yeah. Great innovator, but never quite became the Bill Gates figure. Pat, the bird called the bittern prefers which type of habitat? Reed beds, moorland, gardens?
Well, they make quite an extraordinary noise, but they're almost impossible to see. I've never seen one in the flesh, and I go bird watching occasionally. They're perfectly camouflaged for hiding in reed beds.
Reed bed is quite right. What is the noise they make?
It's like a boom. It's a very strange
Can you
boom.
do it, please?
No, I'm afraid if I could do it, I might have used it to attract them into view on my bird watching.
It's sort of boo,
I can't really say. Like I say, they're rare birds. I have never yet seen one or been in earshot. I've read about their boom.
OK, he got reed beds, so you need to get this right to catch up, Harry. What is the main additive in stainless steel to make it resistant to corrosion and heat? Tin, krypton, or chromium?
I think it could be chromium, but for some reason tin is crying out to me, so I'm going to go with tin.
Any challengers know this?
My gut was chromium.
My
Was it?
gut was also
I would dare say that chromium was crying out to me.
Wait, it's not tin. It is chromium. Pat for the round. Which planet was the first to be discovered by telescope? Jupiter, Mars, or Uranus?
Well, certainly, Galileo, having acquired a telescope, was able to spot the moons of Jupiter. But I think the planet was already known about. Mars was known about. I think when Herschel discovered Uranus, I think that marked the first time a planet had been discovered. I think the answer is Uranus.
Uranus is your answer. If you've got it right, you're in the final round. I'm sorry, we just didn't have the genetics question, did we, Harry?
No, sadly not.
Agony, agony. Uranus is the right answer, so no way back for our challenger. We'll be back shortly, but if you'd like to work on a question from the Eggheads during the break, Olav, you got one.
During a 1982 FIFA World Cup match against El Salvador, which Guinness World Record did Hungarian second-half substitute Laszlo Kiss set in the space of 7 minutes?
I'll have a think about that. We'll have the answer from Olav after this short break. Welcome back. Before the break, Olav set us a question, which was, during a 1982 FIFA World Cup match against El Salvador, which Guinness World Record did the Hungarian second-half substitute Laszlo Kiss set in the space of 7 minutes? Now, Sam, you were conjuring with this. Give us your shot.
I feel like I'm settling on shortest hat-trick.
Because it can't be quickest goal, can it?
No, it
So-
can't be quickest goal and quickest red card. I feel like somebody'd have a red card before 7 minutes.
So a hat-trick in 7 minutes, Olav?
Yes, it was the fastest World Cup hat-trick in history.
Well done if you got that at home. As it stands, great minds and all that have lost 2 brains from the final round. They may adjust their strategy again. The next subject is film and TV. So come on, guys, one heave now to get another person into the final. Who wants this?
Me, most definitely, please.
OK, Thomas on film and TV against which egghead, Olav or Barry?
Let's go for Olav. Let's go for Olav.
So Thomas from Great Minds and all that versus Olav from the Eggheads, just to try and pull one back here. Please, for the last time before the final, go to our question room. OK, 3 questions on film and TV. Thomas, first or second?
I'll take first.
Here we go, good luck. On which TV programme have the siblings Steve and Susie Fletcher become known for their skills with clocks and leather goods? In for a Penny, The Repair Shop, or SAS Who Dares Wins?
I'm going to eliminate SAS Who Dares Wins immediately. The gut is The Repair Shop. I'm going to just go with the gut, The Repair Shop.
And The Repair Shop is right. Well done. So, Olav, your question to catch up. Who replaced Sandy Toksvig in 2020 on the Great British Bake Off? Matt Lucas, Catherine Ryan, or Alan Carr?
Matt Lucas?
Yes, Matt Lucas is correct. Back we go to you, Thomas. Who plays the role of Elton John in the 2019 film Rocket Man? Rami Malek, Sam Riley, or Taron Egerton?
It's unequivocally, yeah, one of my sister's biggest crushes, so she would be very annoyed. It's Taron Egerton.
Taron Egerton is right. Rami Malek played who in the biopic field?
That would be Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody, which was the same year, and originally they ended up with the same director because there was a clash, and there was originally scheduled to be a vice versa cameo of Rami Malek as Freddie popping up in Rocket Man, because obviously Elton and Freddie were big friends in the 80s and early 90s before his death.
Interesting. And by the way, Sam Riley played Ian Curtis from Joy Division. OK, so you're ahead, challenger. This is good. Playing well. Olav, the music for which film features the song Reindeers Are Better Than People? The Grinch, Frozen, or Happy Feet?
I think it's Frozen. That's my answer.
Frozen's right. He doesn't lose many rounds, Thomas, this one.
Yeah.
We call him the Immaculate because we did call him the Immaculate and then he lost a round. But he says it's because he misheard a question. So your question now. Make it 3, put the pressure on. Let's get you through to the final. After losing his voice to a throat cancer operation in 1966, which actor continued to make films with his voice often dubbed by Charles Gray? Jack Hawkins, Dirk Bogarde, or Stanley Baker?
It's because I've seen one of my favourite horror movies is the 1973 Theatre of Blood, and in the film, if I remember rightly, it's Jack Hawkins, and he wears a series of cravats due to the operation. I'm pretty sure it's Jack Hawkins.
It is Jack Hawkins. Well done. Good knowledge. Charles Gray, famous for playing Blofeld in James Bond. Olaf, which British film star was a keen pilot and gave flying lessons to Amy Johnson? Charles Lawton, Jesse Matthews, or Will Hay? This to stay in.
I've got no idea. I'm going to rule out Charles Lawton for some reason. I'm just going to say Will Hay.
Just on a hunch?
Yeah.
Anyone know here?
It is Will Hay.
It is Will Hay. Well done. Oh dear. I was praying for that to go the other way, Thomas.
Likewise.
We go to sudden death. It gets a bit harder. I don't give you alternative options. In which long-running TV drama did Jack P. Shepherd first play the role of David Platt in 2000?
Soaps are a weak subject. The Platts are, well, it's one or the other. It's one or the other. It is a gamble, Jeremy. The Platts are in EastEnders.
Oh! What was the other one? Which was the other show?
Corrie, probably.
They're in Corrie, yeah.
Corrie.
Oh, Corrie. Oh, man. OK, I don't want that to haunt you.
It will.
Olaf can take it with this on sudden death. In the 80s and 90s, Stephen Fry formed a comedy double act on TV with which friend from university?
I'm a big fan of a bit of Fry and Laurie, and it's Hugh Laurie.
Well, Thomas knows that's right. Hugh Laurie is the right answer. Olaf, you're in the final. Tricky for our challengers with Tom knocked out. Come back to us and we'll see what the final holds. So, this is what we've been playing towards. It's time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads aren't going to be in the round, and it's all from the challengers' side, sadly. Thomas, Sam and Harry, would you please now leave the studio? Good luck here, William. I know it's not quite how things were planned, but you are still playing to win. Great minds and all that, £3,000. Still got a good chance of winning this money. And Pat, Olaf, Beth and Barry are quietly panicking because they've seen themselves lose, haven't you, from this position several times before. So 3 questions in turn. They're all general knowledge. Normally, I say, William, you can confer, but it's tricky with your colleagues back there. The key thing here is whether your one brain can take down these 4 in a famous victory. William, would you like to go first or second?
Could I go first, please?
Here we go. Which country has the highest per capita beer consumption? Ireland, China, or the Czech Republic?
I don't think it's China. I think vodka is very popular in China. I'm tempted towards Ireland because I just don't really know a lot about what's drunk in the Czech Republic. I think I'm going to go with Ireland.
Let's see, because obviously if Britain was on that list, you'd just go for them straight away. Well, is it Ireland, do you
It's
think?
the Czech Republic, I'm afraid.
Would they just drink more than any other country?
Absolutely. I've been to Prague and I can vouch for that, certainly.
Czech Republic is the answer. OK, Eggheads, The Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle and the Boscombe Valley Mystery are stories involving which fictional character? Father Brown, Sherlock Holmes, or Miss Marple?
Everyone happy with Sherlock Holmes?
Definitely.
Yeah. I think we're all happy on this one, that we believe that's those are Sherlock Holmes stories.
Yes, they are Sherlock Holmes. I used to read Sherlock Holmes short stories to my daughters when they were younger, and I'm just trying to remember what they... Was the Blue Carbuncle a gem of some kind? A jewel?
So, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. OK, your question, William. Which artist released the album Diamond Life in 1984? Sade, Hazel O'Connor, or Alison Moyet?
The classic answer is before my time. I think I'm going to have to go with Eggheads fashion and go straight down the middle with Hazel O'Connor.
Hazel O'Connor. Let's see if your teammates know. Thomas and colleagues.
Diamond Life. Sade creeps out. Sade, but it might be Moye.
It is Sade. Yeah, it is the... I guess it must have had Smooth Operator on and Your Love is King. I've been really listening to a lot of her stuff recently. So, Eggheads, we can't put this moment off. If you get this right, you've won. If you get it wrong, we play on. What name is given to the symbol that resembles an upside-down E that is used to represent an unstressed vowel in the International Phonetic Alphabet? Is it called an ash, schwa, or thorn?
That's a schwa, isn't it?
I think it's schwa.
I thought it was schwa. A thorn is...
Thorn's different, yeah.
Yeah, thorn is like a TH.
How does everybody else feel?
Yeah, I think we're all
Okay.
fine with that.
Well, we're all reasonably certain on that one. We think it's an interestingly named symbol called a schwa.
If you're right, the contest is over because there's no way back for William. The answer is schwa. We say congratulations, Eggheads, you have won. It's just very hard on your own.
It's one of those things, isn't it,
And
Jeremy?
Sade, you know, Sade, if you've got Sade in your mind, it's easy, and if you haven't, it's impossible. But commiserations, it's been lovely to meet this team. Really, really enjoyed seeing you guys, so sporting. The Eggheads will be relieved, they're back into their stride, they reign supreme over Quizland again. So the challengers don't take home the £3,000 and we roll it over. And Eggheads, it'll be there for the next show, and we'll see if the challengers can win that and more. £4,000 the jackpot. Till then, goodbye.
The second week of Springtime on the Farm kicks off new tonight at 8 with plenty more baby animals being born. Don't miss it. Next, helping patients through the toughest of times are our wonderful GPs behind closed doors. The new series continues here on Channel 5.